Hey everybody, it's time for the Disco Elysium. I am determined to actually beat this game.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Beaton, my maiden name.
I'm afraid my partner doesn't shake hands. Please don't take offense.
None taken, officer. Either way, I'm glad you're both... I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. And the full... Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of... It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on... Look, we are. And the city of Rev... I haven't seen any...
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and... It's for crossing long distances.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for Officer, I assure you, I'm...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she's... Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part... The other time, I would have...
Actually, you don't. It is a little-known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. Unless it's their passport. No. Do you want to ask for the lady's passport?
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, the woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you.
Yes. But please don't call me that. Joyce is much more efficient. My husband is. I have dual citizenship.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Good. What we do. The Pines, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy. I'm not at liberty.
$1 billion?
And to think, there are years when the group books... Walpines employ 72,000 people. They started centuries of care, deliberate... They start centuries of care? You mean aside from being the terminal's lead? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in... Everything. Right up to, but not include... First, you'd have to repeal the emergency... Good luck is only...
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from...
But I am derailing us. I believe the...
And how are the talks going?
They're not.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. What can I say? The Union... Yes, I believe there is a connect... Let's say...
And when did you...
I arrived 3...
But the strike...
I wasn't the original...
This isn't the...
Heavens, no. There have been 2... Mr. Clare told him to... How did he... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature. Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator, Mr. There are leaflets. Every worker, a member of the board. Then you might also like their other slogan. Personally, I don't think... It's quite simple. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only... They're having a blood... I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about...
I first heard it...
This checks out.
The scabs.
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strikebreakers were organized by Wild Pines, or it's if... Everard Clare, of course not.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Oh, heavens, no. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like... Have you seen him? Edgar looks it's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. The Débardeur organized...
A mob.
Refreshingly... And your opinion, detective? If I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with... I'm glad you asked.
Disappeared?
Yes.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even downright haunt. The point of the present...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few... The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Of course, ma'am. And this is my...
Oh, and what happened to your... I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear.
As I said...
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this. Trust me, officer.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail.
Officer. You know...
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it.
I'll be frank with you. The Union, or...
Detective. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. No, if there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're... What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straight.
Ingredients for...
Meth and
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
I assure you.
She has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
Yes,
Wild Pine seems...
we're in logistics. It's our business. Yes, but you won't get anything. The lorries. Perhaps you've noted...
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperanza.
I'll be explicit. If you find this dry... We did.
We know the
Well... No. This is thousands of...
A cold breath rushes in from the bay.
A lot of it.
Well,
What is that?
Why I had to call East Motor?
I am sorry for the inconvenience. How do you think,
There was a shake,
with all due respect, precisely, smuggled out of that, the two,
or not.
as eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes? Excellent. It may come... In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. You have?
Finally, time to choose sides.
Of course, Detective.
The RCM does not pick sides in this.
Of course. How could I stop?
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Of course, until then, is there anything I can help you with? That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something... This... reality. Ah,
Don't be phased.
we may be here a while then. We're in Martinez, a casual term of India. Martinez, you would be excused for not knowing about. I'm not a good... This place used to be a province. It's not... Yes. We're on an island, Caillou, as you already know. Revachol, the great history detective. The nations of the Occident, in the DeLorean century. They say, by that I mean, we are standing on a fertile... I think it's...
A collection of tall
22 kilometers from the center.
silence. The water. There is no recognition. Oh,
We are where we are. I have no truer answer.
this is one thought.
Was there something else?
This has been informed. Might I suggest no?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
That is understandable.
Indeed. I'm always at your service. These are for the...
The smile of a predator.
All men are predators. The revolution. It's quite easy. Those would be... Oh. Did they ever?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. And... Oh, lots of people. The real king abdicated. Yes. Him and tens of thousands. Those would be the... Oh. Did they ever? Yes. The Red Deluge. The... Oh, lots... The real king abdicated and lived... I prefer... Him and tens of thousands. The liberals got the mineral rights. Liberals are... Some were rich. They didn't win. To foreign intervention. The liberals... The coalition of nations. The moralists. At least not...
The rulers of...
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. Of course.
Rooty Tooty.
That's the way of history. The turn of the revolution. It wasn't a who. It made people... Of course. From Revachol. Why? You and I offer a city-state. The zone of modernity. 43 years. The 20s. The 30s. No. It was a mark. Welcome to reality, baby. Good question.
Your jaw clenches.
And I.
Here's some wisdom. A cold.
So a quarter of humanity.
The wind, a dog bark.
There is peace in the heart.
Good hygiene. When they failed to... And what is your...
My position.
Understandable. They are what they... Anyway, enough sentimentality. It's a neurological... Well, it's either... That seems...
What this boils down to.
Of course.
Oh, I see.
The streets will flow red.
The streets.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. And here I was trying to be.
The lieutenant is hatred, disgust. It's the woman on the...
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, it's where they grow whores like her. And they're whore. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried? We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union card. This place... I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me. I ain't no...
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. You have no clue. So many walls.
Let's see if there's somebody in here. Still nobody in here. Okay.
Good day to you, officer.
A burly man. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the...
from
Very good stuff. And I wasn't here to witness. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Sure thing.
it is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes...
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's... Yeah, not really much else.
A couple of This panel, you pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to... Wasn't there a sign over there saying... There's a pile of...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the...
These are...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These were...
no luck.
Oh!
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap...
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades. 40 and practical, officer. Good job.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
It won't go to the thought. For some reason, like, it just won't do it. There it is.
Psst. Psst. Hey, you. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Word on the street.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
Ah.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly. Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't injure yourself.
Wearing gloves would definitely make it easier.
Oh.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Yes, you might even call it right.
Some areas.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold right.
Some areas.
Your flashlight some of the writing. These lithe, translucent. One of the Welkins. It's Var, the hull door.
An inordinate amount of time has gone. Some people really... This looks like concept art. Political comment. Just look at those details.
The photo, entire oceans, albeit dark and a pinned postcard reads, "This is." It looks at so much pain. As time goes,
Looks like they didn't make...
a note in the bottom left corner, the handwriting, the full text outside, a cold wind wrapped. You see, this ice bear is a hypercarnivore. The lieutenant doesn't answer. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see, you pocket the note and the little fridge. A friendly card. The paper still smells of...
Good question.
Somewhere in the past. As she makes, her mother rushes.
I know. What is even worse?
The fridge buzzes with energy. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark. The echo is...
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
A lush layer of... Maybe you could paint. Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolution. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderweb.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rust. An old Belmagrave rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Again from another.
You sure?
Yes. People get that.
It's the jam.
The air from the...
It's a traffic jam. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I... Yeah. So tell me, what do you need? Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers...
You really need them smokes. Need them. Hey, isn't he, like, smoking right now? The smell is...
Okay. But this is my last one. And it's a bad habit.
Are you sure you don't already have lung cancer?
Huh? The bosses, man. Makes sense. It's like...
Going on strike would probably help you dodge.
Maybe you should.
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. Okay. But do continue. You were asking about the...
Some pretty wild... I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than... He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. Analyzing the fundamental structure. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Ha! No, they usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Not unless they've...
Never. They would never illegalize sport. Sport is the...
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits... We're pals and all, but I can't just...
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Ah, man. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
We have a credible lead.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any. Gotta guard the stuff.
Working on these.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Wait. There's something here.
Whoa. Silent commute. Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's... Fucking hey! Seems I got you all wrong. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here. Yeah, I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise. And again, great shit.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Don't be a stranger.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome? Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided.
Oh, come on.
I know exactly. But you see...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales.
Whatever you say.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes.
God damn. Thank. It's not the...
Change, not sheep, ostriches.
Whatever. Go back to your college class, Bino. People who've studied...
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well...
So, lately we... The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game. It's what the Kips of Boogies... It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen? Don't push... Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything... You know where that... They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial...
He eyes...
I don't know shit. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Ah. Sorry, guys. Had to check on something. Dog is barking at the door.
The man pulls on his cigarette.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick the strike. Apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest.
Isn't it all? He's just...
Yes, yes.
Looks like he's tribal.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what's...
Guess so.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Yes, People get that you are...
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. Paul.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed. We have family.
So do we, Scott.
Honest men, we came here.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the... We were promised work.
Main gate's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Why don't you go?
It would be better.
No. They will give up eventually.
Body betrays your degen.
Yeah, Measurehead.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
Are you admired? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger. What is this androgynous?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you...
Stop it! You are embarrassed. This display of weak...
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe...
You have succumbed. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Jerking motions. Signs of a late You gave the world. You dominate. You will...
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough. Bring your troops. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got... Mr. Claire. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your pet jam. Individual offshoots. I am not surprised you enjoy it so. The South, we are... I am a descendant. No. I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from... You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it. I am the hardy... Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good. There always is.
Race is reality.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Racist.
Welcome to...
I am...
True. That is a noble cranium. But you got a hard noggin yourself.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. Your race descent has only worsened. since I last saw you. You have really let your...
Ask what kind of races there are first.
Do you? What thing?
You are... There are 3 categories. Those are a receding genetic. You know them by the mound.
Colorful tassels are...
The Vesper time. The other overproduction, as proven by the mound and the indigenous people. The indigenous people. The Areopage. The latter is perfect. Type B. To an untrained, pinkness is the Koiko. The countless. The Vasholians have tips, the F. Lesser race. The mosquito is born. Then there is the Simino. The Koiko. This will...
Your eyes bounce to the young woman at his...
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin. You understand nothing. So... lost, though. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. There is nothing funky. I cannot possibly imagine.
Laser.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend.
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like...
I trust you, like I trust all my friends.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind... We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't... What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him... Harry! Honestly, I'm big...
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the... Yes, yeah.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
If she actually...
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's apt... Of course, Harry. I have no Tell her about all of it.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.